include us. And it's not right. We are human beings too. We are dying men too. You see what I'm saying? Everybody in here. Some of y'all HIV positive. Then y'all should be sentimental to the trans community as well. This is not right. It's not right at all. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I do the work. It's my passion. I help everybody. Not just the trans community. I help everybody. So why don't y'all help us too? We are included too. You understand what I'm saying? We are here. We not going anywhere.
Come on. Thank you so much.
Let's move. We're going. Come on, we're going.
Everybody, if we are here, we are here. Most of us have the same thing. So everybody needs to be treated equal. And that's with care too. That's with our outreach as well. It's not right. And today it needs to change. You know, I'm just done. I mean, I do my work and people call me. But where's the numbers? The numbers need to change, and my suggestion is for the people who are in the health, who are providers, y'all need to start with the changing of your data.
Yeah.
Y'all need to start with the change of your data. Ask people what they prefer to be called. Get their names, start asking questions. Change it in your data. Even if people don't say they trans, but you know they trans, put it down there so we can be counted too. This is not right. It's not right at all. Things have to change. Prevention have to change. Y'all talk about the 99. Maybe they got it right because they included everybody. Look, everybody is nobody left behind, right? Nobody's supposed to be left behind, right? Let's do this.
No, stand together.
Let's do this. Stand together.
Stand together.
Stand together.
Stand together.
Stand together.
Stand together.
Where is the pictures of Sharmis Outlaw? Where are the pictures of Channing Solis Wayne? Where are the pictures of Tomorrow? These are 3 women that we have lost to a battle with HIV, and they have not been recognized in this space. We are tired of asking for scraps. We are tired of being props. We are tired of being used by organizations and entities that only want us to show up so that they can get money, but without really putting the work into the community. We've been doing the work. We will continue to do the work with or without your support, but I need everyone in this room to understand trans people are dying in the streets.
Yes.
We have to remember that when we leave this space. Some of us are in places of power and privilege, and you need to use that power and privilege to make sure that not only people like me are included, but they are in this space, that we overfill this space. I'm tired of coming to these spaces and seeing only 6 and 7 of my trans brothers and sisters, my trans people, right? So we need to make sure that we do this right. Brother, thank you so much for pulling us up here and really having this conversation, because at the same time I'm tired too. And I'm tired of these false promises. I'm tired of people saying next time. I'm tired of people saying that we'll come back for you. Like, understand, like, we are tired of having to do this. We're tired of having to come up here and interrupt and shake tables and tell people they care about us.
We have
either
your
we're not
back.
innocent people or we're not.
We have your back.
Thank you. Thank you. We're tired.
You shouldn't have to be.
Love you, Bree. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Octavio Lewis. I am an activist, an advocate. I am a mother, but above all, I am a human.
Yes!
Come on.
Before we got to this conference, we've seen panel discussions that were talking about the epidemic in the black community. We were not even involved with the epidemic discussion in the black community. Before you even notice my trans identity, you see my blackness.
Yeah.
And if my own people don't acknowledge me, how the hell are we going to ask USCA to acknowledge me? Humility begins at home. And for people of experience, especially black people of experience, we don't have a home.
There you go.
We come to these conferences year in and year out, and we're told lip services by doctors that get up here on this stage, major organizations that get up here on this stage. But I'm going to ask you this. Where are your receipts? How many of us are on your board of directors?
Oh, yeah.
How many of us are at your management table?
Yes.
We are tired of being your window dressing. We are tired of being your footstools. So I ask you, many of you in this room are very affluent. We must acknowledge the 6 or 7 of us that get the opportunity to come to these conferences. We have some privilege too. We have to acknowledge that. However, we learn to leverage that privilege when we come to these conferences. And the problem that we have with these conferences is that majority of you don't leverage your privilege. Majority of you don't even check your privilege.
Come on.
Majority of you don't even acknowledge your privilege. So it is sad in 2017 that we have to come to the table and ask you to acknowledge our existence.
Yeah.
My mentor always told me, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
We care.
And for what you all have shown us, y'all don't care that much about us. Because if you did, we wouldn't be on this stage right now having this discussion.
Speak.
So again, when people say for us, by us, y'all have to realize some of us don't even know where our next meal gonna come from. Some of us don't even know where we're gonna lay our heads at when we leave this conference. Some of us only get to come to these spaces because we have good people that will sponsor us. But even in the action of those good people sponsoring us, those good people don't employ us. Again, equality is not just giving us a crate the same size of yours. Because if you're 6 foot tall and I'm only 3, and you give me a 2 foot crate, you're still taller than me. But that's equal. We don't need your equalness. We need for you to understand where we are coming from. We need for you to channel your funding to where we are doing the work on the ground.
Yes, we are.
Because we are tired of asking for your scraps when you sit here and have a full course meal. So again, I'm going to leave you with, again, my mentor told me, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
I love you, Octavia.
I just want to tell y'all, And my name is Francesca Schumann. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. People who know me know I stir shit in Columbus for the trans community because we're not collected in the data. And your data promotes transphobia, by the way. If you don't count us, it's transphobia. Let's be real. If you don't count us, that is transphobia. And you're saying, well, and we're working on it. I've been hearing that for years. Get the shit done. Put us on the paper. Employ us. I am sorry to say I may not be college educated. I can tap computer keys. You train me, I'll be the best damn worker in your building. I want to see someone who looks like me whenever I walk in. I'm tired of seeing cisgender men and women walk your hallways and don't know shit about trans people. And then I gotta train your doctors and your staff that care for me. Can I send you a bill because I'm educating you? Can I send you a bill? Can you pay me because I'm educating you? You want to charge me $75 to be sitting there and wait 10 minutes? I'm going to send you a bill. How about that? You can pay my fat white ass to be educating you. And yes, I did say fat white ass because I got one. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of my trans sisters and brothers. Without them, and these trans brothers and sisters of color, I would not be up here. And these people have made me who I am. I may be the white trans girl. Some of you need to check your privilege. You don't have to worry about being placed in housing to where you feel unsafe walking out and wondering, am I going to make it home? Am I going to see my dog? Am I going to see my cat? Am I going to see my 9-year-old neighbor tomorrow? Am I going to see my nephews? Am I going to see people I care about? I can tell you I've lost my dad. I've lost my brother to other illnesses. I can't afford to lose me. And if you're going to say we are family and you don't count us and we're the black sheep at the children's table, at your Thanksgiving table.
And you shouldn't be.
So before you've heard our energy, you've heard our truth. And this stems from years and years of being ignored. And I really want to take this opportunity because it applies to everyone. But we really do thank our allies who've been in the fight for us. Who have been examples when we showed up, we showed compassion and empathy. So I do want to recognize that at the same time, one bad apple in a bunch can spoil the whole thing. And that's where we are at in this community, is that we appreciate our allies, but now we have a community and we can own our own voices. And today we're proclaiming that today has to stop. Unlike HIV, unlike hate crimes, unlike discrimination, unlike all of those negative things that we are impacted with, it has become our intersectionality. And you're no longer seeing us as human beings, but you're seeing the barriers that we actually face. And if we do not target the barriers, again, the epidemic will stay where it is or will increase. And I refuse to be bold enough and visible enough to say this has to actually stop. Yes, we appreciate being here. We appreciate the cameras, we appreciate all of that. But none of this is going to be powerful if we don't leave here and you do your part so we can live. So we can live. Finally, I want to be able to add, for those that subscribe to the Christian theology, that when we do this work, we have to understand that we can't do the work being blind. We have to have our eyes open. And there's a familiar passage I want to just leave you with, okay? About a blind man who was brought to Jesus. And Jesus took him from the blind man, from the people to another place. We're in this place to be touched. And what do you see? I see men that look like men. I see the trans community looking like X, Y, and Z. Well, you say that you could see, but it doesn't certify the transformation. So I have to touch you again. And now what do you see? I see men that look like men. I see trees that look like trees. I see the trans community looking like human beings. That's what that's telling us on today. And finally, understand that how did the blind man know what anything looks like in his first response? Because the blind man was never blind. You were never blind. Don't get covered up with the work that you're doing and behind the grants and ignore us, because we want you to see clearly. We want you to see our humanity, our love, our thriving, all of us. So the next time we join, we don't have to interrupt this program, but we can be included and celebrate with you, and we can be one big happy family. Will you do that for us? Will you do that for us? Will you? Will you do that for us? Will you do that for us? Will you? Will you? Will you? Will you? Let me do this. Let me leave you a little bit so we can move on with our program. We don't take this moment lightly. I want you to ponder this real quick, and I say this usually in my speaking. I want you to understand this riddle. If he is she, and she is he, then who are they? Who are they? They are we. And we are one. We are family.